Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and a puzzle by Florian Wertmann today. I'm really looking forward to this. Now, this is part of a puzzle series on Logic Masters Germany where I sort of skimmed what was going on. I think each constructor sends a set of disjoint cells to the next constructor that they have to use in making a puzzle. It's something like that. And Florian has used his set to make a puzzle called Ponta Delgada. This is the Zodiac project, apparently. Apologies if I've misrepresented what the sequence or the series is, but it's a fascinating idea. And this puzzle is a sort of islands or a Nurikabe puzzle. I'm looking forward to giving it a try. I suspect it's going to be pretty hard. Now, Florian is a great constructor. He's sent us a picture of himself on the Alps before, but he's featured a large number of times on the channel and is included, of course, in the 600,000 subscriber pack, which was free on Patreon. So do check out our Patreon. There's occasional free things. There's a lot to join for and to pay you $2 a month for the monthly Sudoku hunts, like Paus's 6x6 Sudoku, Blobs' Lord of the Rings, videos of the solutions to those. Simon did all the Lord of the Rings puzzles. There's Simon solving some very hard puzzles or extra bonuses occasionally, like Fistamerfel's example puzzle. There's crossword videos as well, me solving the Times Monthly Club special every so often. Somebody commented on that lately that you should put this on the main channel so people there see what they're missing. I don't know, it's a little bit recherche in my view. The words are so obscure that it's as much a turn off for some people as it is a turn on for others, I think. I don't know. Anyway, there's loads going on Patreon. Of course, there's all our apps, which have some fantastic puzzle, and Florian's contributed to those as well, which is very well worth bearing in mind. I think he's in the Line Sudoku puzzle app, and that is our latest one out. So loads of good stuff in the apps. There's, of course, our merchandise and Sven's Sudoku pad. Here's a Cracking the Cryptic water bottle that you would love. The very act of picking that up made my throat feel dry, and of course there's nothing in it at the moment. Dope. So let's hope a cough or two will sort that out. And I'm now going to go through the rules of this puzzle, which is the first link under the video. Zodiac Project, Ponta Delgada by Florian Wertmann. So normal Sudoku rules apply. We'll be putting 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Then the 9 cells containing a clue form an extra region, so they contain the digits 1 to 9. Here they are. I think this is the region that was given to Florian by the previous constructor, who may have been Samu Piano, another great constructor. Now, we have to shade some cells so that all of the following conditions are fulfilled. All shaded cells form one orthogonally connected area, water. Groups of orthogonally connected unshaded cells form islands. An island may consist of only one cell or more, and each island contains exactly one clue. No 2x2 area may be fully shaded or fully unshaded, which is a bit like yin-yang, but it's not, because the islands can be separate, in fact must be. Each island acts as a killer cage in which digits may not repeat, and they do sum to the given clue. Although for some of the cages the sum is unknown. Note the question marks in the grid. Within an island, oh wow, the islands are sort of thermos. Within an island, digits either all increase or all decrease orthogonally in every direction, starting from the cell with the clue. Well, I mean, that is a rule set and a half, isn't it? So I think it's understandable. We're going to have an area of water which is all connected. We're going to have islands that are killer cages with clues in them, although not necessarily in the normal place within the cage, that have to contain different digits. And those killer cages act like thermos from either descending or ascending from the clue cell, these are vital clue cells. They're really important. Anyway, give it a try. I'm going to try with that rule set and my understanding of it. Let's see what happens. Let's get cracking. So the first thing I'm going to do is, my understanding is that all of the clue cells are on islands. They are indeed the killer clue to their island, even though some of them are just question marks. So these are islands, right? Two of them must have water on both sides. How have I gone back to these ridiculous colours? Sorry, let me just put blue amongst my colours. There we go. So a light blue for the water, I think. Now the blue's all going to be connected. So, okay, so that has to get out. This has to get out to connect up. Now this orange island has a value of 33, so that certainly has to get out. Now the blue has to get out further. Now the orange has to get out. Now this blue has to get out. Now this orange has to get out, because that's 33 as well. Probably not coincidentally the same number. So there's a start in the colouring. That's all right. Now this 33, where's it going? It can't go to those cells, or it would join up with other islands. It must be at least 5 cells, because 9, 8, 7, 6, the 4 biggest numbers only add up to 30. So I think we've found that island and we can water it in, fence it in with water. That water has to get out. This water has to get out. Now I've got 2 full boxes coloured. I'm only less than 2 minutes in. Maybe I do understand these pencil puzzle colouring things better than I think. Although, obviously, I'm going to get stuck now. No, this 33 has to keep getting out, so that goes to there. This water has to keep getting out. The 33 only has to go 1 more cell, but it might go more. The 7 could be 1 cell, 2 or 3. The question mark could be any number. The 43, though, I am going to have to get some water. Sorry. I'm going to fill my water bottle and be back in a second or two. There we go. Let's hope I remembered to edit that bit out. Filled it with a lovely claret. No, I didn't really. Right, the 43 I was going to say is known. We know how large that is because of the secret, a knowledge bomb, if you like, that the sum of the digits 1 to 9 is 45. This cage or island has to contain different digits up to the value of 43. The missing digits sum to 2, and that's got to be 1 digit that is a 2. And therefore this cage is 8 cells big. Now, this blue is going to have to get out. And I think that means this island is going to have to go through here and here, but still leaving a passage for the blue to get out above. I think that's absolutely guaranteed. The island can't come through here or here because of this joining onto this island. So that must now be blue. It can't be orange in another island. We're not allowed 2 by 2s, so that's orange, and this is blue by the same rule. Now, this is 4. It's going to have to go to here to keep going, 5. That blue now gets out. That orange must carry on here and then here next. How many have we got? 7 of its cells done. This is blue to stop a 2 by 2 and to stop it joining onto that. The blue here keeps getting out. That's blue to separate the islands. And then one of these is the last orange in the 43 cage. I was going to say this has to get out, but it could be a single cell. So can this. So can this, so can this, and this. So maybe we've used all the interesting cages. That would be a very, very depressing conclusion. Oh, this blue has to get out, so that's blue. Now, it's the blue that has to join up. I was going to colour that cell, but no, it could That might be wrong. No, I tell you what, that's right, because the 8th cell in orange is either there or there and is fully bordered with water, and that must include that cell. So that is blue. That's interesting. I was going to blue it as a passage of water between the top right and the bottom left, but instead I get to blue it because I know the exact size of this cage. Now, both of these aren't blue, so one of them's orange, at least. Not both, because the blue has to get out. So one of these is blue and one is orange. Oh, that orange has to get out because it's a 12. Now this has to all be blue to connect the left side to the right side. That's definitely right. Now we get orange here to avoid a 2 by 2. That's blue to keep connecting the left to the right. Wow, I mean, this is amazing how much you do actually get. I've barely, I've had to sort, I haven't done any numbers. I've had to think a little bit about numbers to do that. This 12 could be 2 or 3. It won't be 4 because that would shut in blue. Now, if that's orange, these are both blue, that's orange, I think. I'll come back to that. If that's orange, aren't these all blue? No, not necessarily. That's blue. If that's orange, well, this blue has to connect up through there then. This would go blue, but this was orange in the other case. Then that would be orange. Okay, I'm going to have to think about numbers. I can't see anything else to do with the shapes. It might be my own infirmity, but I'm going to look at the numbers. Even though I don't know whether this 33 is 5 or 6 long. And it can branch. We've already seen branching. So it could go to there, or it could go to there. It can't go to here, and it can't take both of them without creating a 2 by 2. So this is now 5 or 6 big. Oh, the numbers, I'd forgotten the thermo rule. Oh, okay, so the 43 cage is a snake cage, and it contains all the digits except 2. So this end is 1 or 9. This is 3 or 8. This is 4 or 7. The next two are 5 or 6. This is 4 or 7 again. This is 3 or 8. And then it will finish with a 1 or 9 in the final position. That's interesting. Now, what about the 33 in the 5 cage? I think that has to have 9 and 8 in it. Actually, maybe 7 as well. 9, 8, 7 is 24. Yeah, then you get 9, 8, 7, 6, 3 or 9, 8, 7, 5, 4. Oh, I see. So this is one end or the other. So it's 3, 4 or 9. This is 5, 6 or 9. This is always 7. And look what that's looking at. Then these are either 8 and 9 in some order, or 3 and 6 in some order, or 4 and 5. So I'm not filling them in, but I am doing this, and now I know the order of this cage. And we get 9 in one of our. Remember, these clue cells are an extra region, right? So this can't be 9. So this is the low end. I should have written 5, 6, 8 here, but anyway. This is either 3, 6 or 4, 5. This is now an 8, 9 pair. And does that mean that... Well, this can't be a 9. Now, can this be the high end anymore? The maximum size of this 33 cage is 6 cells. Can you have 6 cells no bigger than without a 9 that add up to 33? And annoyingly, yes, you can. It could be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And the 3 wouldn't necessarily have to clash with this 3 because it could be there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. That might well be what happens. So this is either 8 or it's the low end. The other, oh no, because we could have a 1 or a 2 if this is a 6-cell cage. Oh, rats. The trouble is, I'm now thinking that I could actually run out of information that the numbers can possibly provide, because none of these others have useful starting points. Okay, I now know this is not a 1-cell 7 cage because of that 7. But where its second and maybe third cell are, I can't tell. Is that the point that... No, it's not, because of the question marks and the unknown sizes. I was going to say, maybe it's really hard to put 5 in a clue cell, but I don't think that's the case at all. I mean, I could just whack one in here and have 5, 7. I mustn't forget the rule about this thermoing of the islands, but where on earth am I now? 8, I don't know, I'm looking at the Sudoku numbers, not thinking they do a lot. I'm going to have to keep thinking about this 33 cage, and maybe it's about its shape and size. So if this was a 5, we're not allowed to have the 9 there. This would be 9, 8, 7. Then 5 or 6 here, and the other of 3 or 4 here. That would form a pair. Okay, maybe I need to think about which end of this island is a 1. So, if that was the 1, this was the one I didn't really think about much. Blue has to get out, and it has to cap off the island. Actually, all of those go blue, and that's orange, and that's... Oh, that's beautiful! It's impossible, because of this cell forming a 2x2 in one colour or the other. I will show you how that works. So if this was the end of the 8-cell island, this is extraordinary. The blue at the top has to get out. The island has to be capped off at 8 cells. So both of those go blue. This is blue to connect up the top right blue with the blue elsewhere in the grid. This becomes orange to prevent a 2x2. And what does this become? If it becomes orange, you get a 2x2. If it becomes blue, you get a 2x2. So that's not possible. What an absolutely glorious move. That is not where the 1 is. This is where the 1 is. And now we can cap off this island with blues. That's blue to connect up. This is orange to create a 2x2, to avoid a 2x2. I don't think this can be blue, because that orange would have to join up with that and some blue would get cut off. So that's orange. This is now this is important. This is less than 8. It's now 3 cells, so it's 6 or 7. It's got a 1 in that's there. It's doing the thermo thing, so that is a 2 and this is a 3 or a 4. And these are both blue because it can't get any bigger. And that's orange to avoid a 2x2. That's blue to avoid being cut off. Sorry, it's not blue to avoid being cut off, it's also orange. Now these can't both be orange, so at least one of them is blue, so that's blue, and I can't fill in the number in the corner. I can't fill in the colour in the corner. But here we go. Now this is 5. So we know which way round it goes because it must end in 7, 8, 9, and we can't repeat 9 in a clue cell. We've also got 1 in a clue cell. But anyway, we go 9, 8, 7, and then 6 or 5, 3 or 4. And now the clue cells contain 1, 9, and a 3, 4 pair. So the other ones are 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one is 5, 7, or 8. It could still be a 3-cell cage, 5, 4, 3, for instance. I mean, there may be others. This puzzle's great fun, actually. It's great fun. Right, there's a 9 somewhere up here. Is this a naked single? Yes, it is. Look at that. It sees 1, 3, 9 in the column, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the row, 4 in the box. That's a 2. 6, 5, 2, 4, 3. Sorry, I don't know quite what I'm doing next. It's been such a roller coaster getting here. Okay, those clue cells, 9, 1 and a 3, 4 pair. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 to go. This one is 2, 5 or 6, being in a 7 cell. Do I know anything about the island sizes? I don't. It's not part of the rules. I have got nothing to go on there. I feel like I'm being very unintelligent at this point. Still, I had a good run. 5, 4, 7, 9, 8, 7. Oh, look. 9, 8, 7 and 1, 3, 2. See all of these cells. They're a 4, 5, 6 triple. Never mind that some are blue and one is orange. So this is a 1, 2, 3 triple. Now, this is not allowed to be 1 or 3 in the clued cell because we've had a 1 there and we've got a 3 in one of those. So that's the 2. This is now 5 or 6, and therefore this 7 cage is only 2 cells large. That 2, I don't know anything about it, but still, we've got a 7, 8 pair to go in the column. Sudoku. Who knew Sudoku would suddenly come into a Sudoku puzzle? Ooh, it's difficult now for this to be 3 cells, isn't it? No, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. And we've got a 2. So the remaining clued cells are, well, they don't involve, hang on, what are they? We've had 3, 4, 1, 9, 2. They are 5, 6, 7 or 8. Oh, well, that one is 5 or 6 because these are 7, 8. And that's a pair with that one. So the other 2 are a 7, 8 pair. Isn't that strange? That's a 7, 8 pair in this box. Now, this could still go 7, 3, 2. That's the only way it's a 3 cell cage. Otherwise, it goes 7, 5 or 8, 4. So that's 3, 4 or 5. Oh, in fact, 5 and 4 in this cage are there and there. So I think now it's a 2 cell cage. That can't be 1. It's blue. Right, that's orange to prevent a 2 by 2. This can't be blue because that orange would have to join up with this orange, which is impossible anyway, and blue would get cut off. So they're together as a cage, as an island or cage. Now, we've just got 9 cells of white left to colour. So this is a 2, 3, 6 triple by Sudoku in this box. So I can fill in 1 and 3 there. This is 8 or 9. What do I know about this? I don't think so. This is a 1, 2 pair, given that 1, 2. So these include whatever that isn't. Oh, look, there's a 3, 4 pair. That's been there for ages. I haven't seen that. Do I know what this is? I don't think there's any. Oh, it's in a 5, 6 pair in the row. Oh, okay. This one is blue because this is 2 cells, either there or there. So that has to be blue. I don't know if that's going to help. One of these is a 1 or a 2 and is forming an X-wing and a pair. And 3 is looking at that cell. That's just Sudoku. So that puts 3. Now we add up these 33 cages and we can fill in those. And now that 4, 5, 6 triple is finished. That 6 looks across here. This is going to need a 2 to make up its island. Don't know about that. What have we done looking up? Almost nothing. But we've put 5 in a clued cell. So that one's a 6. And this has to do the thermo thing. So if we're going down to this end, that is a 3 or a 2, and this is a 1. If we're going up, this is a 9, and that's a 7 or an 8. That's quite strange. Alternate possibilities. 7, 8, 1, 2. That can't be 2 anymore. This is almost naked. No, it's not naked, but it's 3, 4, or 6, and that forms a triple in this row. That's quite a good spot. So 5 and 9 are in those cells. Once we get one of these digits, we get the other. This one is going down because we can't go up. 7, 8, 9 would clash with a 9. So this one is going down as a thermo. We've got to have quite some cells in here go orange to avoid blue 2 by 2s. That's quite interesting. But for the time being, I don't know. I'm not really going to mark this. Although, okay, this can't be a 9. How about that? A 9 is ruled out by Sudoku from there. So 9's in one of those 2 cells. That's quite interesting. And 9's in one of these 3, which is less interesting. 8. 8 is either going to be there or there in the box, which is very strange. Ah, I'm missing something big now. 8, 7, 6, 5, 2. These are from 1, 3, 4, 9. How am I I'm going to get that by knowing something about this, I think. Oh, look, this has become a 6, 8, 9 triple. I don't even know when that happened. That gives me an 8, 9 pair in the bottom row. 1, 2, and 4 these are selected from, so that's not a 9. That can't be the 2 because the 2 is going to be an orange cell here. 6, 8, 9, 1, 2, that is 3 or 4. That is 5 or 7. Don't think that's going to help. That 4 is looking at this cell, so this cage adds up to 6. That 3 gives us the 6 and the 4 in the row. This is so intricate. It's very, very cleverly done. I mean, very cleverly done. 1, 3, 2, 8. 7 is in one of those cells, and 6. So that's from 4, 5, or 9. That can't be 3 anymore. So if this went downwards, it would be... if this went downwards, it would be 6, 2, 1. But 2, 1 there would kill this cell. So it doesn't go downwards, so it goes up to a 9. And, oh, this could be an 8. No, it can't because of that. So this is blue. Because you couldn't get that thermo ascending. Wow, okay, good. Good. I mean, I don't think it's going to do anything, but I wanted to colour that cell. I wasn't sure how I was going to achieve it, and I've done it. Right, now this box. These are a 7, 6 pair. They see 1, 2, 3, 8 in the box, 4, 5, 9 in the column. And that makes this an 8 at the top, and it makes this 1 or 2, I think. That 8 is quite big in box 2, where we now have a 1, 8, no, we just fill in the 8. There we go. That 1, no, that 8 does lots of good things. Fills in the column based on this 12 island. That makes this an 8. We've got all the clued cells are done. Our full population of extra region. That's an 8 now. Thought that was going to do something, and it absolutely didn't. 6, 8, 7, 3. This is 1, 2, or 5 by Sudoku. 7 in the box has to be there. That is 3, 4, or 5. Is there some other quad or triple here? I can't see it. You probably can. There's a 6 in one of these 2 cells. I can see that. Oh, this is 3, 4, or 5. Can't be 3. So it can't be 4. That is a naked 5. That's what I was going to say. If I'd spotted it, I would have said that. That's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 5. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And that's not a 1. Right. Now that's become a 5. That's where 9 goes on the earlier pencil marking. Now this is a thermo. So that is 6 or 7, and that is 2 or 3. Oh, I'm going to have to deduce the rest of these colours still. That's not 8. Oh, this is 8, and those are a 6-9 pair. Oh, intriguing. Okay, how am I going to deduce the rest of these colours? That is 1 or 6 by Sudoku. Now, I'm going to use this thermo. Oh, there's this that can come out as well, which would be ascending. Right. 5, 4 can't be here. 8, 9, 5, 4, 6, 7. So, oh, but this could be 6. I don't know. This cell looks like it can be orange. For this one to be orange, it would be 2 or 1. Oh, sorry, I've just noticed this is a 1-6 pair. There's more Sudoku here. So that's a 1-6 pair, and that's a 4. 2, 3, and 8 in this column. That must be where the 8 goes. That's a 2-3 pair. Okay, keep doing the Sudoku. Keep taking the tablets. That's a 2-3 pair now. These are from 1-6-7. Well, that's a bit more specific. A bit more specific. That's a 1-6-7 triple as well. This is a 2, and that's the orange cell. This is not a 2 and is blue. Now, that's getting interesting. We've got that 1-6-7 triple, 8, 2, 1-6-7. Everything else is 3, 4, 5, or 9. That is a naked 9 then. That fixes 6 and 9. This is a 3-6 pair. That becomes a 1. That's been a 1 actually for, oh no, just for a moment. That's all right. 6 and 1. This is not a 1. This is a 6-7 pair, so that's 3, 6 there. This is not 6. In fact, this is 1. Oh, so much Sudoku. Might be able to finish things off with Sudoku, finish off the numbers, and then work out the colours. 5 is there, and then a 2-3 pair. Okay, I cannot do that because I've got 2-3 pairs forming a deadly pattern there and 6-7 pairs there. So I need to finish off the colours over this side. Now that can still be orange, but that would force this to be a 2x2 in blue. Or would it? That can be orange in this 2 island, but that island can't extend to here. So one of these at least is orange to avoid this being a blue 2x2. It's not in that island, so it is in this island. One of these is in this island. That 6 is not, because you cannot form a path of thermo to it. So that 3 is in the 8 island here. And it doesn't come through that way. So it comes through there. And that's a 6, and that's a 7 by thermo. And that fixes the 6-7 deadly pattern. We've still got the 2-3 one to do. And this can be orange. This one can't be orange. That's blue. Then we have to avoid the 2x2 by making that orange. And this blue has to get out. And that's blue. And this, oh, it's in the same cage as a 3. So that's a 2, and that's the last thing that we needed to fix the last deadly pattern. That is a glorious, glorious puzzle. Ponta Delgada. There we go. Oh, I love that, Florian. That's so clever. Wow. And to think that that was seeded, if I'm right, by Florian being told to use these cells as an extra region and just make a puzzle. It's amazing what these guys can do. It really is. Fabulous stuff. I really enjoyed that. I think I gave that impression, I hope, because I did. And hope to see you again soon on the channel. Bye for now.